न बोलना तुद आगे अरदास न बोलना तुद आगे अरदास गुरु गुरु वाहे गुरु गुरु रामदास आद गुरे नमः जुगाद गुरे नमः सत गुरे नमः श्री गुरुदेव नमः। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की We all talk about God, God's creation and God's reality. There are 6 houses of education, 6 ways of life to follow the path, and 6 ways of sermoning people to guide their life. I have been contemplating on our reality. For example, when you get up in the morning first time, you don't have a conscious relationship with your breath. How ungrateful you are to God and His creative nature and gift of life you get. Secondly, the most rhythmic, those consistent, keeping you alive in the state of night when you never knew who you are. You never care to get up and check your pulse, how it is going. The body which turns around at night to get its magnetic field and biorhythm correct, you do not stretch it in the morning. You are not learning even from animals to do that first. You are asked to break the fast, breakfast. You do not know everything you are going to eat. You are supposed to digest it and eliminate it. You learn to eat by taste, not by tracing the reality in your being. You have mood, sometimes you are happy, sometimes you are rude. It's very cheap. Then you have a judgment. This is right, this is wrong, in case of others. Judgment is good if you judge yourself. Judgment is not good when you judge others. Because others have other circumstances, you have your circumstances. Going into the antar of being, going into the inner of being, and being yourself is the purpose of this life. But if you start behaving in inhibition and exhibition and in mood, and when your fantasies and your neuroses, your insecurities and your fears do not come equal to your actual reality, you can never ever see the day when you will have a factual reality. I'm not worried that you live 60 years or 70 years or 80 years. What I'm painful to me is, what are you living for? Never you know yourself, never you know who you are. And it's so easy to do all that. By just concentrating what God gave you. Just to understand that your heart beats and there's a pulse, there's a rhythm. And the person does its job so good. Simply you do not relate to your head. Head has two hemispheres and it is meant to reconcile everything in your life. You do not reconcile your head, how can you reconcile anything with your life? You end up with a mood. A person in a mood is as insane as another insane person can be. Because you are a slave of your mood. If you are a slave of your mood and you happen to be rude, nobody wants you second time. I don't mind you lie. Lie is not something so serious. Lie is when you cannot face the facts. And you want time. And you want to save your face. But dirty trick about lying is that when you save your face, you ruin your personality. You ruin your trust. I don't mind you promise and you break the promise. I don't mind that. But nobody will ever trust you again. A foolish person will trust you thrice, later on no. That's why you all have spiritual name and you have a nickname. And this morning when I was talking to somebody, I said, well, why don't you call so-and-so and get the job done? The person says, sir, you have to call him. I said, why? Oh, you don't know? I said, what is that? I don't know. What are you trying to tell me? Oh, he's dead slippery. I said, my throat is not good these days. I need slippery. I like to talk to this person. And not to waste time, I said, hey, so-and-so, you are slippery and dead slippery. But dead slippery I understand, but if you start to slippery with me, you're dead for me. Now talk straight. I just put the preamble and preface right on his face. Oh, no, sir, sometime I cannot think quick. Sometime, I say, you are wasting my time. It's 24 cents a minute. And I want to remind you that I don't waste money that way until I have to. Now what do you say? This is what I need to done. Are you going to do it? It is done. I say it is not done. As easily you have said, I know how difficult it is. If you think it is done, give me the progression of it. Then he said, after I have your telephone, I'm going to call so-and-so, I'm going to get so-and-so position, then I'll go myself. I said, that's good boy. Thank you. I won't waste my time more. Proceed. Life is a procedure. When you want to proceed, you have to have a procedure. When everything at stake, you have to have a strategy. If your emotions and feeling, which are very limited of you, guide you, then you have not yet learned to grow. And constantly refusing to grow means in society nobody trusts you, nobody will have faith, nobody will think you are going to deliver. And fact is, one who cannot deliver himself and cannot deliver will end up destroying. Then you don't have to complain, oh, this thing went wrong. It went wrong not. It all along the way your method was wrong. That is why they say with all the suns on the light, all the moons, Jeso chanda guve suraj chade hazar, hundreds of moons and thousands of sun, ete chanan honya, with all that light, kurbin korandar, without Guru, there's a darkness. Without examination, there is no degree. Without test, there is no triumph. Without trial, there is no test of triumph. So, this is matlog. This is the word of death. Here comes somebody to be free, to one redeem oneself, to take every moment to be happy. Here you don't come to be miserable. It's very shocking when I talk with people these days. They can't talk straight. They go in circles. I think you have read that song, Happiness Run in Circular Motion. I think they think talking in circular motion is very charming. Till somebody say, cut it to the point, cut it to the point, come to the point. What do you want to say? Come to the point. And they won't do it. They can irritate a person to extent he says, forget it, man. There's nothing I have to get out of it. And there's another problem. And I'm creating a huge problem myself because, I have to see through everybody. That's my job. Excuse me, that's the way it is. If you cannot talk to an inferior person, you cannot talk to a low-grade person, you cannot talk person you hate, you do not talk. You know who you are hating? You are hating yourself. And you cannot discipline yourself, then you can never walk tall. And then you want to belong to everybody and anybody. I want to be popular. You're not going to be popular, you will be nobody. Nobody is not everybody. So all these things we know in society, all of it. And we have guts, we have courage. We took the Guru's path. Now what is wrong in taking the Guru's teaching also? When you feel that you can proceed. I had a telephone call from Vancouver. Approximately 200 Indian boys are in gangs. Every day there's going to be a murder. Can you stop it? No. Can the Indians stop it? No. Can these Punjabis stop it? No. Can they call on some spiritual head and being to stop it? No. Why not? Because they never took care of it. They never wanted to take care of it. For them it was a challenge at that time. At that time they thought if they can make money, money can solve all problems. Today they know they have all the money and they have all the problems. And money has multiplied the problems. There was a case, a man who used to harass everybody. Watch this. Harass everybody. They used to call him Kota. He was so big, like a joint. Huge. 7 foot something, wide like 3 people. And he used to obstruct everything. One day I went to Gurdwara and he said, will you cross me? I said, no, you are crossed. Who will touch me? I said, your habits. Why you say so? I say, papi ke marne ko paap maa bali hai. To kill a sinner, sin is enough to kill sinner. I don't have to do anything. You are afraid of me? I said, no. Why not? I said, you are afraid of me because you are asking me, are you afraid of me or not? I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you, can I cross or not? I say, if I cross, you stop, these policemen with guns will shoot you down. I know that. So I don't want to see you dead in the gate of the Gurdwara. You are already dead. Couple months later, he was dead. And a couple of days ago, those who killed him are let free. You know what Judge wrote in a mark? He said, this does not seem to be anything but internal fight. Wasting crown money on this is a waste of time. Freed. Because you cannot repeat rudeness. You cannot repeat meanness. Guru tells you, and you got to adapt it. You cannot hate anybody. You can't. Because the hate you are hating is in you, and that is your inner hatred, which cannot take infinity. It is your inner meanness which cannot take infinity. It's your narrowness, it is your wrong. You don't want to take the height and take the horizon. And Guru says something very wonderful. It's a very simple thing. Bhitar paaye, bahar na jaye. You can find everything inside, don't go outside. It's cold, it's deadly, it is not needed, it's not required. What will happen if you go inside? You'll be rich. Your mind will be rich. Your soul will be enriched by your joy and ecstasy of being you. You shall not hate anybody. You'll hug those who don't deserve to be hugged. That is what you can learn from Guru Amar Das. Nathaviyan di than, neotiyan di ot, neasriyan di asre, napatyan di pat, nagatyan di gat. Kurayan da ra, Guru Amar Das. This is one of your Guru. 12 years. He learned one thing. He didn't know anything. He didn't want to know anything. 2 sadhus never ate at his home. He felt very bad. He said, let me serve. And one day, that service put him on a throne. No, miss not. Guru Angad was very kind and appreciative of him. Let me tell you what it was. His service was so high with God that Guru had no power but to magnetize and totally baptize in it, and he thought there's nothing more better to bow. That Guru Angad, who never bowed other than to God, bowed to this man Amar Das and said, you are now me. You see the power of service, power of giving, power of forgiving. When the July taunted him, that homeless, that idiot, that this, he never reacted. He smiled. He came to his job. He answered the call. And he said, Guru, the water is perfect. It's absolutely the same. You can easily take bath in it. Guru said, not today. Amar Das, not today. Amar Das, you have gone beyond judgment, beyond reverence, beyond association. Now today you have to be just nothing but me. And then Guru took the same water and bathed him, and then installed him. Before bathing, they were removing his turbans, and they found out 12 turbans on his head. They thought perhaps he is making a pad for bringing water. They said, what was the idea of 12 turbans? He said, sir, I have served you 12 years. Every year you gave me turban. He said, tie it up. So one on the other I have been tying. I don't care. So there are 12. Guru kissed the head. He says, such a head which can deliver the call of duty beyond any doubt, with absolute reverence, deserve to be worshipped. All right, now you are all dressed up. Now you sit down. Lord, what are you doing? I am bowing to you. Today you are my spirit. Today you are my soul. Today you are me. And you are better than me because you are taking the tomorrow in your hand. Somebody told me on the telephone a joke today, which was very, very funny. That was about yesterday and tomorrow. Yesterday is a history, tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift, that they will call it present. I enjoyed it. I said, well, I'm going to repeat it. And in every scripture they say life is a gift. If you create a rift, you will drift to come back not to this human life again, but go through the cycle. You don't want avagon. You don't want so many 1,000, 100,000 lives. You want to be totally right here, solved, resolved and uplifted, right? Then why you talk in circles? Because you are born by the Shabad. And if your Shabads are in circle, you are creating that 84 lakhs, 8.4 million circles. First thing you have learned to be straight. Talk straight, walk straight, and be straight. And very stately, not straightly, stately, answer the call of duty. And that beauty will spread, and everybody shall respect you, love you, and grace you. Is it something we have to go to a school to learn? No. That's why we get up in the morning, we crown our head. We believe in our intelligence, we believe in our intuition, and we call upon ourselves, oh my heart, keep beating. And I'll also keep going. Compare. Tell your heart, keep beating, I'll keep going. When you will fail, I'll fail. But I'll keep going. Oh my head, harmonize. As you harmonize between you two hemispheres, I'll harmonize with everybody I see, touch, feel, talk, be with. Harmony! The secret of happiness. That's why you play harmonium. That's why you play harmonium in the Gurdwara. That's why you sing in the tune and harmony. Life should be a harmonious tune in which notes must fly to the heart of a person, not to the head. You hit somebody's head, he'll never forgive you. You touch somebody's heart, he will never let you go. You know what is wrong with us? We are cruel to ourselves. We know all what we have to do, and then we do opposite. And then we are cruel to ourselves. And then the whole universe is cruel to us. That's what I said to Dhyan Kaur. Dhyan Kaur, Dhyan Kar. Tera name. It is your name, spiritual name, Dhyan Kaur. Princess of meditation. Now meditate, Dhyan Kar. This is good, this is good, this is good. What has to be done has to be done. What is the difference of a meditating person and an idiot? A meditative person can decide, clear-headed, understands, has an infinity of faith, tranquility of decision, understanding of life. Other doesn't. Others fluctuates. We call them living yo-yos. Neither they make any sense to themselves, nor they make sense to anybody else. But they are an essential part of life. They create drama. They create trauma to test the nerves of a saintly person. Just you see today what happened in Israel. A man soldier by nature who knew how to fight, started fighting for peace. They didn't like him. Against a religious faith, a Jew shall not kill a Jew. Now that man has become a super Jew. His order came from God, direct. He only heard, none anybody else. Where infinity and loftiness and grace and a character and a commitment and answering the call and being so and so has no limit. Insanity, being obnoxious, being debauched, being yo-yo has also no limit. Word is unlimited. Ekonkar, word is true. There is a one creator who created nothing but infinity in every finite. The purpose of every finite to reach infinity, infinity can be reached so easy, just behave, act, and think infinite. You know what is best in it? Then God takes over. There are 7 steps to happiness. You cannot get it without it. First is commitment. Your commitment within yourself. Then it comes to a character. When you are a committed being, you will have a character par excellence than anything. You are you. Nothing can shift you, nothing can change you, nothing can ask of you, nothing can take of you. Then society will look at you with a trust and dignity. And when you dignify your work with people and touch their heart and uplift their heads and make them walk tall, then you have divinity. When beyond divinity you go a little further, you will have absolutely drop all boundaries, and then you have a grace. Where there's a grace, like sunshine, there are no barriers. That will give you power to sacrifice, and then you will be happy. I said a note to all my businesses yesterday that a person is a human. Human, every person, every human being, every person, even in Aristotle's language, man is a social animal, he said. Man is a social animal. Aristotle, the great philosopher, said it is true. I was thinking on that line and I said, man is a social animal. That's true. But when he is kind and compassionate, then he is human. When he is kind, compassionate, and graceful, he is angel. When he is kind, compassionate, and graceful, and serviceful, then he is God. God and his wife Lakshmi, Narayan and his wife Lakshmi, God and Mother Nature serves. God good and goods. Denda de, lainde thakpa, juga jugatar khaika. Giveth, giveth, giveth. Taketh get tired. And through all the spaces and time, they eat. It all comes from one source, folks. When there is a one God, one source, there is a one course. And that is the path of infinity. Your personal will is to understand the will of God. Your personal will is not to understand your I. When you put all your personal will on your eye, your third eye will never open. Intuition will never serve you. You will live blind all your life. You will lose left, right, up, down, straight. That's not the happiness of a Sikh. Few things we have to learn. And before leaving, I wanted to sum them up. So that you must understand that standing under rules is not a cowardness. Standing under rules is not a weakness. Standing under rule is not slavery. Those who want to rule must obey the rules first. Those who do not know how to obey shall never be the commanders. And walking tall means commander, commanding your personality, commanding your mind, commanding your spirit, commanding yourself, and be on top of it. And by the way, it is your right. That's the way you are born. You have all the ingredients given by Almighty God with His grace. This is what the Canadian High Commissioner, when I left in his car, I was shaking hand and I asked him. He said, I am a Canadian High Commissioner. You are an Indian officer. You are going in an igloo. Canada is as cold as you can imagine. I say, I've been to Himalayas. He said, for a day or two in a week. Now you're going to live there. You're going to freeze. And according to me and according to you, I know you don't know anybody. Why you are going to Canada? Can you tell me last minute? I said, I heard it's a peaceful country. He said, that's a reputation, but you will find absolute aggressiveness. I said, I will stick to what I know. I'll ignore aggressiveness. If Canada is cold, Canada is cruel, Canada is very, very angry, I assure you that I'll be grateful. He shook hand and he said, Master, Canada is proud of you and it's a good luck for Canada. I'll call the Prime Minister and I see all is done for you. And I walked out. There were difficulties, but there was no me to return. That's called commitment. Rest all follows. When you fluctuate with your commitment, you destroy your life force prana. And you are the nobody. You have a God split. What is that roof which caves in? Then all what is saving will be all on your head, plus all the debris. Without commitment, there is no character. Without character, there is nothing. They say if wealth is lost, nothing is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. But if character is lost, everything is lost. Lot of people do not want to get up in ambrosial hour, and they think it's the Eastern faculty of education. Early to bed, early to rise makes a person healthy, wealthy, and wise. Did I say it? You say it. All I say is, whosoever gets up early and takes cold water shower is healthy, wealthy, and wise. No. Truth is the same, was the same, shall be the same. You have to stop having duality and you have to start relating to reality and being the reality. Nobody can become your reality. Nobody. Because Ad, Mad, Ant, in the beginning, in the middle, in the end, you stand before your own judgment. You know, when these Jews and the Christians say one day you will rise from your grave, they are just giving you an imaginative extension. That's not true. Every day you stand before your judgment. How can you answer your judgment and your charges when you are all day judging others and questioning others? When you have time to improve? Today, after the death of Mahatma Gandhi, who led the movement for peace, King, who was shot, and now Rabin got shot. Isn't that correct name of his? Some Y first and all that. But it's not that he's a Prime Minister of Israel. That's not important. There are a lot of Prime Ministers. But while addressing the rally for peace, knowing that there are threats or dangers, according to their book and knowledge, I think he happens to be a very religious person, but just to be sure, we'll chant Mahakal chant now, then we'll do it later when we gracefully carry the Sri Guru Granth. Play. And we all will sing. Everybody. In this century, from Mahatma Gandhi, who was shot just for peace, whether the fanatics like him or not, I'm not worried about that. Martin Luther Jr., the king, whatever, he met the same fate, and today Rabin. 3 people before the close of century have acknowledged death by bullet, but then giving up their principle of peace. I believe, and as the scripture study shows and all the knowledge gathered confirms it, the martyr death is the innocent death where divine picks it up And a person who dies in answering the call for this purpose of peace is the prince among princes. And that is the dignity he got today. He's not a leader of a nation. He's not a person. It was that openness. And he achieved the life and status within his life that the whole world today recognizes. And this is a rare death. This is exalted self. We normally don't mind it because in our life it is every day. Among us, every day a being is dying for peace and tranquility and truth. Our 525 years of history is full of it. That is our tradition. And today one more human has joined that galaxy of stars, where world will remember, to them mission was more dear and exalting than their own life. That is done by love. That's what Guru says. Je tohe prem khilan ka chaho, sir tar tali gari muryao, it marg pair trije, sir dije kaan na kije. If you want to play the game of love with me, put your head on your palm of your hand, walk into my street. And offering the head, you should not hesitate. So folks, Prime Minister Rabin put his head on the hand, you can practically understand what it means, the words means, and went to the peace rally to deliver. And got assassinated, but for a purpose higher than anything, higher than any man, higher than any religion, higher than any purpose. And that is accomplishment of the martyrdom word, which is in self the displays of God's own self. And all men who will contribute towards the upliftment of humanity, grace, and sacrifice to serve shall be the Sikhs of the Guru, who shall carry the tradition unto infinity. May Akal Purkh be with him. And may the nation live in peace. Very few men are born to be that bright and that sacrificing. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa.
Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Up. That's good. All the children are supposed to be here. Very good. Come on. Quick. Now line up perfectly. Very good.
Happiness runs in a circular motion. Life is like a little boat upon the sea. Everybody is a part of everything anyway. You can have it all if you let yourself be. Why, oh, because, why, oh, because happiness runs in a circular motion. Life is like a little boat upon the sea. Everybody is a part of everything anyway. You can have it all if you let yourself be. Why, oh, because, why, oh, because happiness runs in a circular motion. Life is like a little boat upon the sea. Everybody is a part of everything anyway. You can have it all if you let yourself be. Why, oh, because, why, oh, because happiness runs in a circular motion. Life is like a little boat upon the sea. Everybody is a part of everything anyway. You can have it all if you let yourself be. Why, oh, because, why, oh, because happiness runs in a circular motion. Life is like a little boat upon the sea. Everybody is a part of everything anyway. You can have it all if you let yourself be. Why, oh, because, why, oh, because it's not the life that you live, it's the courage that you bring to it. It's not the life that you live, it's the courage that you bring to it. It's not the life that you live, it's the courage that you bring to it. Strong as steel, steady as stone. 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 We are the Khalsa, mighty, mighty Khalsa. Everywhere we go, people wanna know who we are. So we tell them we are the Khalsa. We are the Khalsa, mighty, mighty Khalsa. Everywhere we go, people wanna know who we are. So we tell them we are the Khalsa. We are the Khalsa, mighty, mighty Khalsa. Everywhere we go, people wanna know who we are. So we tell them we are the Khalsa. Bole Sonia Sat Siriaka. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Sing, both of you. And let us all sing with them. These are two reborn Sikhs from Rome, which I couldn't forget all my life.
Sai Hoa Satcheda Satchadoa Har 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 Sai Hoa Satcheda Hare 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 Sahayo Sacheda Sachado Hare Hare Hare.
Now, I have to tell you the story of this. Now you have heard these two brothers. They were the first students in Rome who used to sing, and their song was to everybody's heart, and they used to gather the gathering. Circumstances tested him out, and they walked out. But one was in love with a woman. That is the story of Mai Pago again. In a very, to me, in a very brighter way, it is true. And the one who is in the white turban had a very short hair, and she was there, and she was his wife, and everybody thought it will never work out, and people telescopically, microscopically asking, questioning. She kept her faith, and they walked, and they walked, and they walked. And everybody watched. Nobody could say anything. Her faith and commitment was firm, solid like steel. That's the power of a woman. However, we saw mistakenly, once the beard grew, then disappeared, then grew, then something happened, something happened, something happened. Well, then he was blessed with a beautiful child. And then, I don't know, along with that, everything changed. And then the other one appeared. When I met the other one in Rome, he had a beautiful, macho Italian wife and restaurant and name it anything. I must say, he was all in one. And I said, when you are coming back? And he said, what? I said, well, you will be back. Now you can ask me the question why I said so. I tell you, they don't have to find God or angels. When these two brothers sing, then God comes to listen. It is natural with them. And it doesn't come right now here because they met me in a class and they became Sikhs. It will come from centuries incarnation. Life is not that easy, it's a challenge. And there came the second one. You see, his beard is growing, but actually his beard is taller than mine, longer than mine, and he is virtually a better Sikh. Because I have not left, they have left and come back. You remember the story of 40 liberated one? You are seeing right here. And ladies who feel they are helpless, useless and hopeless, that doesn't exist in Sikh Dharma. We have a history. One woman turned the 40 and turned the field into victory. And I was so pleased yesterday when I asked Sadhvir, I said, before that, where are you going? I am going on my Pago training. I said, my Pago training, what is that? I'm going to jump from the sky. I said, can you explain to, you know, sir, I mean, it's simple. I said, what is simple? We are going, we are getting training, it is called my Pago training, and we are 6 people, and we are going to jump from the sky, and we are going to land, and we are going to give up all our fears, right there. Last night I started telephoning and counting how many have returned. And I was glad that all returned, safe and sound. They were good. So I mean to say, this is something we all can be proud of. Isn't the life that matters, is the courage you bring to it. And you bring the courage with grace and win the race to give people hope who are already in the marathon, are sweating out, breathing out, falling apart, to tell them, yes, there is a way, and it is Guru's way. That's why they both sing, with heart, aap sahi hua, sacheda sacha tua. How can they go anywhere? The entire wealth of the universe and all the prosperity is nothing for those two lines. If we do the comparative study. So I wanted to introduce them to you. They will speak their name turn by turn.
My name is Raghuveer Singh Khalsa, and this is my brother, Veer Singh Khalsa.
So this couple in brotherhood and sibling is Raghuveer and Veer Singh Khalsa. You understand that? And you see them, and they sang today. It pleased my heart, and it pleased my eyes, especially that eye which see the visitors. And I even walked in, I said, what is happening to the skies? It's all full, it's difficult to walk through. Then all of a sudden I understood they are singing today, and all that divine souls which are called angels are going to come in here. And what I said is true. What I felt was true. What it is true. This is the power of those Atmans, those souls, who stick to the skirt of the Guru. And you are going to sing the song of Khalsa, which is your philosophy. And when in Amritsar they were talking of Rahat Maryada, I said, wait a minute, you are discussing something very, very wrong. The man who never heard Rahat Maryada is going to sing the song of the Khalsa, and the Rahat Maryada of the Khalsa. Just see. And we all sang, and it was so good. Now I think they are going to sing too. Let's go.
में लाथी जानंद एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद आनंद भैया मेरी माए सतगुरु में पाया सतगुरता पाया सहज से ती मन वजिया बधाया राग रतन परिवार पर यह शब्द गावन आया शब्दोत गावो हरि के रामन जनी वसाया कहे नानक आनंद हो सतगुरु में पाया हे मन मेरिया तू सदा रहो हर नाल हो तू मन मेरे दुख सब विसारना अंगीकारो करे तेरा कार्य सब सवारना सबना गला समरथ स्वामी सुखियो मनो विसारे काहे नानक मन मेरे सदा रहो हर नाले सच्चे साहेबा क्या नहीं करते करता तेरे सब किछ है जिस तेरे सो पावे सदा सिवत सलाह तेरी नाम मन वसावे नाम जिनके मन वसिया बजे शब्द गनेरे काहे नानक सच्चे साहेब क्या नहीं करते सच्चा नाम मेरा अतारो सच नाम दा मेरा जिन भूखा सब कमाया कर शांत सुख मन आए वसिया जिन इच्छा सब पुजाया सदा कुर्बान कीता गुरबित हो जिससे आए वडियाया काहे नानक सुनो संतो शब्द रो प्यार सच्चा नाम मेरा आधारो बाजे पंथ शब्द तिगार सबागे शब्द बाजे गाला चित गरधारिया पंच दूत तुरवास कीते काल कंत कुमारी तुर कर्म पाया तुर जिन को से नाम हर के लागे काहे नानक तेस कहो चित गन अनहद बाजे सो पवन गुरु पानी पिता माता धरत महाजन दिवस रख दोए दाए दाया केले सगल जगत चंगियाया बुरियाया बजे धर्मा दूर धर्मी आपो अपनी के नेरे के दूर जिन्नी नाम दिया गेम सख्त गाल नानक ते मुकुच ले खेती चुती नाल जिन्नी नाम दिया गेम सख्त गाल नानक ते मुकुच ले खेती चुती नाल बोलो वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Today, as the Sri Singh Sahib spoke about people who had gone and have come back, as he gave us this great example, and the angels were singing. And the angels were singing with us today. We also have a historic moment in that I'd like to welcome back to the Sangat, and I have the honor to acknowledge that Siddharni Premka Kar Khalsa is with us here in Bana. I'm told so. That's it.
He always likes to talk. Let us see what he says.
Well, this Gurdwara was built as a place that, as the Sangat in Espanola and Sikh Dharma grows, that there will be a place where, as we've always learned and known about Sikh Dharma that every door is open, that every door stays open and never closes, and that Sikh Dharma and this Gurdwara is the heart of peace and unity and people living from their highest consciousness, and that through these doors, miracles of unity, of rebirth, and of people coming together will always be able to happen. And the sweat and devotion that went into building it, into the Sri Singh Sab's mission and all of our missions, is really so that there will be a place where every door is open, and that through the events and the ups and downs of day-to-day life, that never changes, and the openness of Sikh Dharma never changes. So
He spoke very good. Why don't you say bole so nihal par him? This is the court of the Guru, and you are all our courtiers. You have the right of opinion and judgment. Today, the fanatics will repent and die because she has returned. Liberal will enjoy that there is a hope for everybody. And those who have wisdom will welcome with love. I have asked the Secretary General to welcome her because one day she took over the Secretary Generalship from her. So it was her moral, ethical, personal, and legal duty to welcome her. They are, love to speak. He spoke very well. And also we have set a precedent today that whosoever shall love to come back to the Guru shall never be denied at any cost. And that is how it is, and that's how it shall be. We will not close our doors and neither our heart. It is just a start. In future, you have to receive many known and unknown. The problem is, I see it and some of you don't want to see it. So let us start seeing it today with grace, with honesty, and with respect. Now we'll rejoice and sing the Anand Sahib. We have finished, now we'll sing it, I said so. What's that? He doesn't understand English. Now we have to start speaking from onward now in Chinese or French? What do you want to hear? French. Sing again. Everybody now.
Hey man, meri tu sadar ho
In this happiness we announce all those who participate in my Pago's exercise yesterday. How many? 6 people? 8 people? They shall be awarded $101 personally from my personal account to be my Pago's award for their courage, participation and being there. So they must not have feel that we did not actually care. Though it was a lot of fun, it was not a big deal, but we encouraged that they follow the path of the great lady. And where is your wife today? Can you stand up, please? And she will get $501 as a reward for being so gracious, so consistent. And I feel very proud of you that I have really learned your tactics. So sometime if you can give me a lesson, that will be with payment. That you have that much patience, which I used to wonder. And you have taught me a lesson. And I bow to you for your grace. So as Sri Singh Sahib of Sikh Dharma, under the authority vested in my office and under the seal of my hand, I like to let the record we go into the archives to be registered as a history of the Sikh Dharma. And all recipients must get certificate accordingly. And the office must move accordingly before I leave Espinola. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa.
Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
First do Kirtan.
तुम्हारे गत मित तुम ही जाने नानक तुम्हारे गत मित तुम ही जाने नानक दास सदा कुर्बानी। अरदास एक ओंकार वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। श्री बिगोती जी सहाय वार श्री बिगोती जी की पातशाही 10वीं। प्रथम गौती सिमर के गुर नानक लेंदी आए, फिर अंगद गुर ते अमरदास रामदास से होए सहाय। अर्जन हर गोबिंद नो सिमर श्री हर राय, श्री हर कृष्ण दी आई है जिस दिते सब दुख जाए। तेग बहादुर सिमरिय अगर नानक आवे दाए, सब दाए होए सहाय। 10वां पातशाह श्री गुरु गोबिंद सिंह साहेब जी सब दाए होए सहाय। 10वां पातशाह दे जोत श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी दा पात दादी अंतर के बोलो जी सतनाम श्री वाहेगुरु। पंच प्यारिया चौह साहबजादिया चलिया मुक्तिया हत्या जपिया तपिया जिन्हें नाम जपिया वन शकिया देख चलाए देगवाए देख के अनिदित कीता तिना प्यारिया सचियारे दे कमाए दादिया अंतर के बोलो जी सतनाम श्री वाहेगुरु। जिन्ना सिंहा सिंह ने धर्म हेत सिस्थिते बंद बंद कताए कोपरिया लहाइया चरके ते चरे आर्य नाल चराए गए गुरुद्वारे दी सेवा लाए कुर्बानियां कीतिया दर नहीं हारिया सिक्की केसा सुआस नाल नबाहे तिने दी कमाए दादियां तरके बोलो जी सतनाम श्री वाहेगुरु। चार तख्ता सरबत गुरुद्वारे दे ध्यान तरके बोलो जी सतनाम श्री वाहेगुरु। प्रीत में सरबत कास जी की अरदास है जी सरबत कास जी को वाहेगुरु वाहेगुरु वाहेगुरु। चित आवे चित आवन का सदका सरब सुख होवे Jaha Jaha Khalsa Ji Sahib, Taha Taha Rachyaret, Deg Deg Fateh, Birt Ki Page, Pant Ki Jeet, Sri Sahib Ji Sahai, Khalsa Ji Ke Bol Bale Bolo Ji Satnam, Sri Vaheguru. Sikkanu Sikhidan, Kehestan, Rehetan, Vivekdan, Visadan, Parosadan, Danasirdan, Namdan, Sri Amritsar Ji Deshnan, Chokya Jande Bunge, Jaga Jagatal Dharam Ka Jekar, Bolo Ji Satnam, Sri Vaheguru. Sikkada Maniva, Matuchi, Mataraka Aap Vaheguru, Hey Akal Purak, Apne Pantas Da Sahai Datar Jio, Hinamane De Man, Netane Ditan, Niote Niot, Sacha Pita Vaheguru. O Creator Lord, we ask this blessing today. Please bless our guide and teacher, the Siddhi Singh Sahib, Harbhajan Singh Khalsa Yogi Ji. Give him the strength and the health to complete his mission on this earth, and give us the strength, courage, wisdom to take that mission from his shoulders when the time comes. Please bless Sakhatar Kar of Germany on her birthday yesterday. Please bless Siddhi Chand Singh and Lakshmi Chand Singh on the occasion of their 16th birthday, November 4th. May they always reflect the light of the Guru to everyone. Please continue to bless Guru Gun Gyan Singh and his family in India. Please bring a speedy resolution to any situation there. Please bless Mukhya Sardani, Mukhya Singh Sahib, Guru Charit Singh on his birthday tomorrow. May he live as Guru's son and fulfill his destiny. Please bless Guru Nanak on his birthday tomorrow. Please bless Hari Charan on her birthday today. May she always live at the lotus feet of God. Please bless Ravihar Singh and Kar, Dharam Singh and Kar, and Satwant Singh and Manjit Kar on their 22nd wedding anniversary on Wednesday, November 8th. Please bless Satbachan Kar and Satkartar Kar on the anniversary of their engagement. May they continue to love and support each other and carry on their commitment to each other and the Guru. Please continue to heal and bless Guru Atmakar from Houston. Let us please chant a call for Bibiji's nephew who was murdered yesterday. Please pray for his wife who is injured, and please chant a call for Savitri Kar Seta. Let us also chant a call for the soul of Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin, who was assassinated yesterday. Inhale. O Guruji, please bless everyone in this Sangat, everywhere, that we may rise above our neuroses, that we may accept back anyone who may have hurt us, who may have left us, that still wants the Guru's grace, so that we may shine in your grace. Please bless this Guru Prasad and Guru Kalangar. May its sweetness remind us of the sweetness of thy name. Akravada gata bulchak maaf karni, sarabat te karajas karni, se pyare jin milia tere naam chit ave, Guru Nanak ke naam chardi kala, tere bani sarbat tarla. Waheguru Ji ka khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki fateh. Agya baya kal ki tabi chalayo pant. Hukm hai Guru Maniyo Granth, Guru Granth Ji Maniyo Parvat Puram ki de, Jo sab ko mil boj hai, ho shabad mele. Rashtre ka khalsa, agi rahe na koi, koi जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।
ਤਨਾਸਰੀ ਮਹਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾਂ ਘਰ ਨੌਵਾਂ ਦੁਪਦੇ ਇੱਕ ਓਂਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਸਿਮਰੋ ਸਿਮਰ ਸਿਮਰ ਸੁਖ ਪਾਵੋ ਸਾਸ ਸਾਸ ਸਮਿਆਲੇ ਇਹੋ ਲੋਕ ਪਰਲੋਕ ਸੰਗ ਸਹਾਈ जत कत मोए रखवाले सिमरो सिमर सिमर सुख पावो सास सास समियाले ए लोक परलोक संग सहाई जत कत मोए रखवाले गुरु का बचन दसै जिया नाले जल नहीं डूबे तस्कर नहीं लेवा पाए न साके जाले रहाओ निर्धन को धन अंधले को टिक मात दूत जैसे बाले सागर में बहुत पायो हर नानक खरी कृपा कृपाले निर्धन को धन अंतले को टिक मात दूत जैसे बाले सागर में बहुत पायो हर नानक खरी कृपा कृपाले वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।
Dhanasi, 5th Guru, Dupadas. There is but one God, by true Guru's grace is he attained. Remembering, remembering, and ever remembering my Lord, I am at peace. I think of him with every breath. Remembering, remembering, and ever remembering my Lord, I am at peace. I think of him with every breath. In this world, the world beyond, and in this world and the world beyond, God, my succor, is with me and protects me everywhere. The Guru's word abides with my soul. It sinks not in water, nor can a thief take it away, and neither can fire burn it. Pause. As wealth is for the poor, the staff for the blind, and mother's milk for an infant, so is Gurbani for me. In the world ocean I have found the Lordship. The merciful Master has taken pity on Nanak. In the world ocean I have found the Lordship. The merciful Master has taken pity on Nanak. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Guru Mani
So